That's all there is to it. You're an absolute damn hypocrite. So tell you what, why don't you delete every video you've ever made where you've made fun of people who believe in God and, you know, encourage others to make fun of people who dare to actually think outside your stupid little box.
Sean, before you call anyone a hypocrite, you might want to think about all the things you've been hypocritical about. Let's see, like saying you were going to leave YouTube because you were getting death threats multiple times and always coming back. How about DMCAing Thunderfoot's videos for using clips from your videos while that was about a year ago, and now look exactly what you're doing. You're using clips from his video in your videos. So, you know, I mean, who's the hypocrite here? And you have the nerve to call him a damn hypocrite. He needs to think outside of his box and delete all his videos. Are you fucking retarded? The answer is yes. Yes, you are.
Okay? And then come back to YouTube when you're ready to actually take your own advice and start thinking, okay? Start critically thinking about the world and universe you live in, and start reading your Bible without your little... Ah, man, you're just...
It's pretty fucking transparent when you're sitting there talking about how Thunderfoot is stuck inside his naturalistic box while you turn around and say, come back after you learn to read the Bible, but... Yeah, how do you finish that off? Leave your naturalistic box and jump into the box of a 2,000-year-old book with 2,000-year-old laws and 2,000-year-old morals written by man. That's the fucking smart thing to do. And then no matter what, that can't change. And so we just have to fucking come up with bullshit arguments to defend it non-stop. That's what's fucking genius, you know? The Bible is better than science because rather than improving over time when the more you learn, it's the exact opposite. It stays the fucking same, and the only thing you have to learn is new ways to defend its idiocracies. Fucking...
Tell you what. You claim that you have the moral high ground, that you have this absolute understanding of everything, and you sit there with all the, like you think you have all the answers.
No, you fucking moron, that's you. You are the one that thinks you have all the answers. You are the one that thinks you have the moral high ground and all this bullshit. God, you're fucking... And you have the nerve to call him a damn hypocrite. It's fucking retarded. It deserves a camera palm, but I'm not gonna hit my camera over fucking Venom Fang X. That's just stupid. I'm not even... Dude, you don't deserve my time. You're lucky that I'm fucking have subscribers that want you to... They want me to go over your fucking stupid new video. That's what this is about. Otherwise, I wouldn't give you the fucking time of day. I think you're retarded.
I'll tell you what, Thunderfoot. You're encouraging a demoralized view of life and mankind. You have no sense of morality, you have no sense of meaning or purpose, and I'm going to show you that by admission of your own mouth.
Sean, I don't think you've ever listened to anything anyone has ever said to you. The whole point is you sit there and say, well, yeah, if there's no God, then what's the purpose of life? And we tell you, well, you have to believe that there actually is a purpose before you can say what that purpose is. And we don't believe that there is a purpose. And then you're going to be like, oh, and I'll show you that they don't think there's a purpose right from their own mouths. Well, no fucking shit. I just said it. I know what I said, fucking idiot. God.
There's a soul. You don't have a soul. You don't have life.
No.
There's no life in your body.
Well, there is life, yes.
That's the soul.
That's the electric activity.
So you're just electricity.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh yeah, pretty much. You know, life is the equivalent of the electrical current in my iPod Nano.
Is that the one your mommy and daddy bought you, or is it the one that you used the money that was donated to you that was supposed to go to the sick kids fucking hospital? Is that the money you used to buy your fucking iPod Nano, you piece of shit? Let me ask you something else, Sean. Do you not understand that it's all electrical impulses that keep us moving and running, thinking, feeling pain, emotion, all of these things? Do you not understand that? No, of course you don't. Because if it's anything other than God, you don't get it. Because if I'm like, dude, this happened and God did it. Sean's like, yep. See that TV? It was made and put in the corner on top of a fucking dresser with all the things plugged into it, and God did it. And Sean would be like, yeah, There's no way it could have happened otherwise. There's no way that you went out and bought a TV that someone else made and then put it in the corner on top of a dresser and hooked it up. It's fucking impossible, right?
More or less. In morality, goodness, evil, meaning, purpose, we can just throw out our Bibles. We're not made in the image of God. God doesn't love us. There's not a purpose or meaning to our existence.
Ding. Ding, ding, motherfucker.
No, you're just a bunch of, electrons, and it doesn't really matter what happens to you any more than what happens to, your television or your telephone.
Or your iPod Nano. But the truth is that the only things that assign value to other things are things that have the ability to assign that value. Do you understand? You think of yourself very highly, obviously, okay, which is great, but it's only you that really puts yourself up on that pedestal. And you know why? Because you justify it because you're made in God's image. And you are his right-hand man, apparently. You are telling us what God wants through the internet, because God talks to you, or you are able to translate 1,000-year-old text better than anyone else on the planet, because you're a fucking genius. It's so obvious. That's why you disable ratings and don't allow any other kind of comments, because you're so smart and so open-minded about shit that you don't have to fucking worry about, maybe getting proven wrong over and over and over again.
Right? I mean, that's exactly what Thunderfoot believes. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, let me show you.
You've got a personality. You've got morality. It's more than electricity.
I think you'll find that in about a decade or so we'll be actually... it's one of those interesting quirks, is that people all think they're unique. This is why horoscopes work so well.
Well, everybody's unique.
But they're not.
No, you're not special, and your life doesn't mean more than that of a goldfish. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, let's look to what Thunderfoot has to say.
Sean, I'm not even going to address that. What I'm going to address is a little bit deeper. I think that maybe you have like an authority complex, and not the kind that people are used to, where you don't like authority. You have an authority complex in the reverse, where you have to have some kind of authority figure. You see, your main authority figure is the Bible, or your God, or whatever, and then you think that for all atheists or all people that don't think like you, they have to have an authority figure like you do, and like we have Thunderfoot as an authority figure, because apparently Thunderfoot's got just as many subscribers as God. What the fuck? I mean, he's just a dude on YouTube, and he's fucking smart. What is your big beef with him? He doesn't at one time in this whole fucking interview talk shit about you, or even bring you up, or YouTube at all. Ray Comfort brought it up in the beginning, saying this is a well-known guy on YouTube when introducing Thunderfoot. Good job. You've got an authority complex. You have to have some kind of authority in your life. Apparently your parents aren't good enough because you fucking are disloyal to them, or don't care about them, or their safety from the fucking death-threatening Muslims and shit like that. But yeah, you're the you got the high ground, and you're not the hypocrite, and you are, your soul is perfect, and your purpose in life is to spread the word of Jeebus, and god damn, man.
That's what we were discussing.
Well,
where does morality come from?
Here's another question for you. If your favourite dog is dying and your rotten neighbour is drowning, they're both drowning, you can only save one of them, who would you save? Your rotten neighbour or your favourite dog?
Before, do you mind if we backpedal? I mean, I'm happy to come. In my case, it would be the dog. I mean, it's right. And I'll briefly explain why.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
I want to backpedal a bit.
Okay.
But the reason is that essentially biological. That you get, especially if you live with a dog, they're pack animals. They're very devoted. And you feel the need to reciprocate, whereas the enemy is someone who you are sort of biologically tuned not to feel sympathy for.
So you just let your neighbour drown and save the dog?
What would you do?
I'd save the neighbour.
Yeah. Well, let's put it another way though. 6 billion more where they came from.
All right. So obviously you noticed how Sean put up the verse from the Bible about love thine enemies, sign Jesus. Quoted from Jesus, which is awesome because it's awesome to get quotes from people you aren't even sure were real. But the whole point is you got to love your enemies unless God tells you otherwise, and then you have to kill their children, rape their women, and burn down their buildings. Duh. Or unless, you got to love your enemies unless you're God. And then you consider someone an enemy, and then you send down fucking 7 waves of plague or some shit. Or kill their firstborn. These are the genius and very high moral things that God does in the Bible. And the Bible that Sean is going to continue to quote to prove somehow that it's all about love. This is the same asshole that said that amputees don't deserve to be healed. We all deserve to die.